Scanning for audio.
Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast. This time, talking about Torchwood release number 14, The Doll's House, by Juno Dawson. Now, Torchwood has always pushed the boundaries. It's always taken ideas and plots that perhaps you would see somewhere else and twist them round a bit and make them very, very Torchwood and make them very much their own. And this is about as definitive as you can get. Now, on the face of things, it's a one-trick pony. It's a one-idea concept. But let's face it, a lot of TV Torchwood was exactly that. Here we've got, well, you know, you've got Victorian Torchwood and you had Indian Torchwood in the BBC dramas. Well, here you've got 1970s Los Angeles Torchwood. Bear with me. Now, the bravest bit about all of this is that it doesn't have any Torchwood cast that you'd recognise from the TV. None at all. They've never done this before at Big Finish. And as far as I'm concerned, it's ridiculously brave. It's practically reinventing the wheel. Yes, there are precedents for this sort of thing, but it's never truly happened. So what have you got? You've got the 70s. Yes, we all like it. Chicka chicka wah wah type 70s. Because this is not just Torchwood, it's Charlie's Angels. It doesn't take a genius to spot that the beloved TV series from our childhood about three feisty girls taking instructions on the telephone from an unseen person who happens to be Blake Carrington, I think, but let's not go there. And he gives them instructions and they fight crime and do investigations. It's a bit heart to heart. It's a bit, you know it, you've seen it. It's kind of one of those TV programmes that you've watched by osmosis, like Chips. So, yes, some people are going to kick off and go, oh, Torchwood, surely it shouldn't be American. But let's face it, it's going to be the colonies, which is going to upset many people. But that's what it is. And with it being the 70s, it is, and this is probably the line they'll use on the quotes, reassuringly sexist. Because, yeah, the 70s weren't the greatest time for female rights. There's a voiceover, there's an introduction. Oh, it just sounds so perfectly 70s. Yes, I've seen chat on forums about the fact that the American accents might not be the world's greatest, but then again, they might be. I don't know. I can't tell. As far as I'm concerned, the whole thing sounds perfectly acceptable. The actual plot, because let's face it, this Charlie's Angels thing will only keep you amused for a few moments, and it does. You need a plot. Something concrete, something hardcore to get you as a listener through. And you know what? Once you've heard it, once you've experienced this storyline, you think, actually, that was so much better than I thought it was going to be. Because you go, I want to hear more. Despite your better judgment, you start thinking to yourself, where could this go? Where could these people do? What could happen? What would be the logical extrapolation and future effects of this group? How come there's an English guy on the end of the phone hiring these girls? What's the background? Yes, the voiceover works a bit too well for my liking. And it all fits together. As a full cast drama, it's just great. I can't tell you that this is the greatest Torchwood story of all time, but you know what? It's still better than almost anything that was on TV. So American Torchwood, whether it's here to stay or not, gets my vote. And so on that, I'll let you hear the trailer and make up your own minds, and speak to you all very soon, probably, about Doctor Who. So until then, be seeing you.
Oh gosh, hi there. Is this the right place for the audition? I'm here to read for the role of female victim.
Coming soon from Big Finish Productions, Torchwood, The Dollhouse.
Once upon a time, there were 3 very different little girls who came to the attention of the British Empire. Marlow Sweet.
Well, you're not listening. I have proof. There are wormholes right here in Connecticut and aliens already living among us.
Charley de Bujeau.
One more move and they'll be shampooing your brain out of this carpet for weeks.
And Gabriella Martinez.
This ain't like no engine I ever seen before.
And those 3 little girls grew up to become 3 remarkable ladies. Now, they work for me. A secluded mansion in LA is the last outpost of the British Empire and the first line of defense against extraterrestrial threat on the west coast of the United States. Torchwood.
Marlow! 6 o'clock! Hostile target!
You don't know how lucky you are. A new life out among the stars. Isn't that what everyone comes to Hollywood for?
Easy as pie. Planes are all pretty much the same.
This ain't a plane, Gabi. It's an alien spaceship.
Oh, mama. This is why I joined Torchwood. Buckle up, baby.
Big Finish. We love stories.
That was the Doctor Who Tin Dog Podcast, available on iTunes, YouTube, Twitter, RSS, Vimeo, and across the internet. Doctor Who and its associated properties are all copyright and trademark of the BBC. No infringement is intended. Why not become a supporter by visiting patreon.com/tindog. Contact the show on tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.